Monday the 5th of June, and we're ready to start another working week at Brick Arena. We've got on Bricklink just 9 orders, so I think what we're starting to see is the summer slowdown now starting to bite a little bit. It's not been too bad. I actually had a really good month last month and was about 40% up on the previous month to that, so that was good to see. But I think this week's orders, just having 9 on Bricklink, does show something of a slowdown. Although it's got to be said as well that I haven't been uploading as much lately. I've been focused on minifig parts and minifigures as well, and had been feeling the pull of sort of motivation, if I'm honest, over the last couple of weeks, finding it hard to really decide what to upload next, what to do next, and yeah, just feeling probably a little bit burned out. I really feel like I need a holiday at this point, and hopefully we'll get a bit of a break before too long. But anyway, on to this week, and it's a full week this week, so all of the long public holiday weekends are done, at least until about August, so we can crack on and get a full week under our belt. Now we've got 171 lots to pick on this platform. Then we've got Brick Owl, of course, and on Brick Owl we've got another 6 orders there with another 85 lots, and we got a couple of orders on eBay as well. So I have actually started picking. I won't show you them just yet. I'll get the orders finished and then show you what I've got in one go, because I did do some picking last night to get ahead of the game, because you're never quite sure what orders are actually going to be coming in. So anyway, I'm going to go and get cracking, finish picking the rest of the orders, and then we'll have a look at what we've actually got. So Monday's orders are all picked and ready to pack, and we'll take a quick look at them. So the couple of eBay orders that we got was the Minecraft Fox skin minifig with the sword. And then we've got Miles Morales figure going out. And then we're getting into the Bricklink and Brick Owl orders. And nothing super interesting to mention, I don't think. There's 2 fantasy era skeletons going out. We've got a torso, which I think is a Princess Leia torso there. We've got a Ron Weasley with some parts going out. We've got a birthday brick suit girl. Now, this came in the minifigure haul that I got last week, and was one of the Build a Minifigure specials. So it's not a collectible minifigure, but comes from the Build a Minifigure section that they have in the Lego stores themselves. More parts orders going out, and then over this side we've got a bunch of the classic smiley face heads going. We've got a Lois Lane minifig going out with some parts there. And then more heads, more droid bodies, so minifig parts, heads, and a mix of parts and some minifig items as well. So got to get this lot packed away, and then we're going to probably have a look at getting some more things added to the store. And I'm probably gonna get that used tub up on the desk and get that sorted so I can get it out of the way. I have got a new toy that's non-Lego related that I picked up yesterday that I want to spend a bit of time with later. I've actually unboxed the unit and is on my desk and got it updated to the latest firmware, etc. And there's a foot controller to go with it. Now this is to go with my guitars and to give me some nice sounds that I can play with, etc. So I'm going to spend some time with that later, but that'll be after working hours. I won't be eating into the Lego business to do that. So we're gonna crack on, get the post packed away, and then we'll crack on probably sorting this tub out here. I want to give a quick shout out to Cameron, who's given me a donation on Ko-fi, and they say thank you for the weekly vlogs and the high quality parts in my Bricklink orders from you. A coffee isn't enough for the great advice you've provided on your channel over the last few years. However, I say you'll be the first store I go to when looking for parts. Thanks again. So that's a really nice gesture. He sent me a donation for the coffee, and there's a link in all of my videos for anyone who wants to send a little thank you just for the video content, or for whatever reason you like, and those are always very, very much appreciated. Now, I also wanted to mention, I don't do this very often, but if I go to my YouTube channel, I just wanted to see where I am. So we're at 4,973 subscribers for the channel at the moment. I'd really like to get this to 5,000 soon. So I don't normally push people to subscribe to the channel, but if you are a regular watcher and you're not subscribed, or you've just stumbled across the channel and you're finding it interesting, please do subscribe to the channel, and you'll can be notified every week when a new video comes out, and that would be really appreciated and would get me up to the 5,000 mark. I've started working through this used tub. Now this is the one that I did a video of a week or two back, and then I put it to one side and did nothing with it because there wasn't anything very interesting. I'd pulled a whole bunch of dimension sets out and just put it to one side, but I need to get it done. Need to work through it and get the parts split out, and then I can get rid of the tub off my floor. I'm not going to do any lengthy sorting video on it. You see, I'm still finding dimension stuff in there. But I just wanted to let you know what I'm up to. I've already pulled out an enormous amount of wheels and tires out of the box, and there's still plenty more in here to pull out as well. So I think I probably mentioned this in the last video, but it seemed like there was a whole load of wheels and tires dumped into the box as well. So we'll continue to pull those out, and lots of Technic sort of plates in here as well, and other bits of Technic bricks and stuff. So the aim is to empty this, and then I'm probably gonna work on the Technic stuff after this, because I've got a bit of Technic stuff built up, and I could probably do with clearing that as well. So I'm going to spend an hour or two even here getting this broken into categories, and then we'll see what we can do after that. It's Tuesday the 6th of June, and we've got 3 orders in on Bricklink. One of them is from a regular customer who's been buying a lot from me recently, and also left me a nice little donation on Ko-fi earlier in the week. Not too many lots to pick, 80 lots in total on Bricklink. Let's have a look at Brick Owl. Let me just On Brick Owl, we've got 6 orders, and they are in 90 lots for a value of about £45 on here. We've got one international order there going off to New Zealand. And then on eBay, we've got 3 orders to ship, and they are all actually all picked already, so I'm a bit late doing the video today. So let's have a look at what we've got. So on eBay, we've got 2 Series 21 minifigs going out. They're both the violin kit. We've got a dimension set, and again, you'll remember that I rebuilt the dimension set a week or so ago, so proving that they are selling through, which is nice. We've got a Spider-Man, Miles Morales rather, going out as well. And then we're getting into the Bricklink and Brick Owl orders, and quite a few minifigs and minifig parts going out today, various hair pieces, and we've also got some animals going out. We've got a pig there and a couple of crocodiles. We've got a Yuppie collectible minifigure going out with a few parts and things there. This is the repeat customer. I mean, there are several repeat customers here, to be honest, but this customer has placed a few decent size orders in recent weeks, and they are the ones that left me the donation on Ko-fi. Orders made up entirely of minifig parts, as are most of their orders, I believe. So they're, I presume, rebuilding minifigures for resale probably, and more parts orders. And then we're moving on to well, there are some minifig parts in here as well, and then an order from another fairly regular customer who interestingly normally collects from me because they're local, but in this case they've not left a note to say they're going to collect, so I assume they're going to have this shipped, and they have paid for shipping. And then another parts order there. So I'm going to get these packed up, and then I need to make a decision what I'm going to do next. I think I'm probably going to work through some bags of Technic parts that I've built up, and they'll need breaking down a little bit, so there's a little bit of work in them, and then we'll get the parts listed. So the next job for me is going to be to sort through these couple of bags of Technic parts that I've got bagged up here. Now, I'm not going to be going through it completely and sort of, you know, retrieving all of the pins and everything else. I'm really just going to do a first pass and pull out all of the bricks with holes in, and the lift beams, and anything else that I think has any particular value. But anything that's sort of too small will just go back in the bag and wait for more quantity later on, I think. So I'm well underway on this lot. Been working away for probably, I don't know, an hour or so, and sorting the parts into some other categories. So here we've got all the lift arms, etc. We've got all of the bricks with holes in and similar items. We've got connectors, we've got axles, pins, gears, wheels, and some other assorted stuff. So as I said, I'm not going to sort this right down. I'm still going to finish up a few of these things that I've got lift arms in them, etc. We'll finish sorting through them all, taking all of the pins out, etc. And then I'm just going to bag what's left on the train and put that aside for another time. It's Wednesday the 7th of June, and we've just got 4 orders in today. We've got some minifigures going out to the US, and these are all good value minifigs, or at least a couple of them are. This is the Classic King from Series 13, sold for £15, and we've got the Frightening Night minifig only going out for £10 there. And then we've got the Knight of the Yellow Castle. We've got a couple of parts orders, and then we've got a great order from a repeat buyer. This is from Brad, who has bought lots of minifigs and minifig parts, lots of Muppets, Disney figures, and just, you know, tons of good stuff, and minifig parts as well. And he actually runs a YouTube channel. I think it's called That Brick Builder UK. I've checked it out, and it's a great looking channel. He seems to be doing a really good job over there. So have a look at his channel, and do give him a follow if you enjoy the content. Now I'm going to get these packed up, and then I'm going to sort through the Technic stuff that I sorted yesterday. Going to be sorting through these into type and colour now, and we'll get them listed. And that'll probably keep me busy for a couple of hours today, not just with those, but with other bits that I've still got out on the table here. The connectors, axles, wheels. There's quite a bit to be listed, so we'll get some of that done. I am planning to go to the container maybe today, maybe tomorrow. I need to get over there, put these boxes into storage, and pick some more Lego up as well to get listed. So we'll of course record when we go there, and we'll show you what we get up to. I'm still working through the Technic parts, and got most, well, not most, but a lot listed. If we have a look at our Brickstore file, we've got 867 items in 191 lots so far, but it's all mostly really cheap, sort of common parts. Some of the gears and things get into the kind of 50-60 pence kind of region, but nothing very high value so far. The exceptions to that are these train wheels, which we've got a couple of, which are probably a couple of pounds each, and also these in dark blue. I mean, they're very common in dark grey, light grey, etc., but in the dark blue, which I've got two of, they're worth over £3, approximately, at least. I haven't done my own pricing on those just yet. So it just shows, you know, with the Technic stuff, like everything, a lot of it might be fairly modest in terms of pricing, and you're going to need a lot of quantity to get high values, but some of the parts can have good money. So we finished up the Technic file, and I've just uploaded. We ended up with 1,184 parts in 277 lots, and that was for just over £105. So it's you know, pretty hard going with low value items. You need quite a few to amount to any reasonable value. But we have uploaded them, and that made a difference of 195 lots. So we're now sat at 12,908 lots, but you'll see that our inventory count is still quite a long way down at 689,058. So we'll keep pushing and try and keep increasing both the inventory count and the lot count, and just keep cracking on. And that's all you can do, and hope that whatever you upload brings in some more orders. Thursday the 8th of June, and here are today's orders, just 5 of them to get the day started. Of course, we might get a couple more come in as we go. Basic sort of parts orders, not an awful lot to say about them. Probably the most unusual thing to go out is a couple of black NXT cables. Not often you sell sort of electrics or electronics, as it were. But nice to see these go out. And another parts order there. So the split was 2 Bricklink, 3 Brick Owl, and somebody reached out to me earlier to ask what the split was like for Brick Owl versus Bricklink. They're a new user to the Brick Owl platform, and we're wondering how the orders compare. And to be honest, Brick Owl is very, unstable, I would say. It has real peaks and troughs, and I don't think you can necessarily guarantee, any level of orders. But if I look back across the year, for me, in fact, if I look back across the last 2 years, I'm getting about just over 1 Brick Owl order to every 2 Bricklink orders. Now, keep in mind that I find personally that Brick Owl orders tend to be lower value overall than the Bricklink ones. So although the ratio that I just mentioned bears true in terms of order comparison, it certainly doesn't compare like that in terms of value. The value is much higher on Bricklink itself. So you might wonder, is it worth paying fees on something like Brick Freedom to run a Brick Owl store as well? And absolutely it is, in my opinion. If you think about your cost of something like Brick Freedom at the 1% over a month, is going to be way below what you're making on Brick Owl. So for me, I think it's absolutely worthwhile having Brick Freedom or another syncing platform set up to sync both your Bricklink and your Brick Owl stores, and it's definitely worth running the Brick Owl store for me. As I've said many times in some of my videos, it's all about spreading the load, slicing the pie across different platforms, across different approaches, and Brick Owl is just another of those slices of pie. I think this is probably the last straw from the Brick Pickers store that I haven't actually added to my stock yet. So I'm going to go through this drawer. I've always been put off by what's in here, to be honest, because I tend to think it's stuff that largely isn't going to be, particularly saleable, but there's a few odd things in here. We've got this sort of mast or whatever it is, and then these sort of vehicle plates, probably from a snow speeder or something like that. So anyway, I'm gonna look and get these listed, get them put away, and move on to the next thing. Just picked up another order after lunch. Nice little order with a Zane and Nindroid blister pack. Still got a few of these left as well. First one of these to sell, but I think I've got a few more. We've got a llama, and then they also bought this collectible minifig, the Rocket Boy, and that shocked me a little bit when I got that in recently, and I managed to sell that for £12. That's because I believe it's got a light bluish grey spaceman torso, so I think a lot of people turn that into an all grey spaceman. So anyway, I'm gonna get that packed up and ready to go with the rest of the day's orders. Just been sort of clearing bits and bobs. I emptied that drawer that I showed you earlier, which can now go back into its little rightful place, and will get filled up accordingly. And just been sorting through various pots. I constantly have little pots of things on the go on my desk, and I either will combine them into bigger bags of larger quantities of that same category, or for instance I had a tub full of axles which I just
thought I'd pick up and just add to the store. So it really depends what I've got, and I've just been working through a few odds and ends. I was hoping to get to the container today and get some stuff moved, pick another box up, but things are conspiring against me with various appointments and people to pick up and drop off and things like that today. So I don't think that's going to happen today. Hopefully tomorrow we might get to the container and have a little bit of a swap out of some of these containers, get rid of the empty ones and bring some other things back.
It's a quiet start to Friday with just 4 orders in the store at the moment. And the first one's for Firestar Toys, which is just for some tiles. We've got some minifig heads going out, and then a couple of modest parts orders there. Now, I need to, you know, just continue uploading, and I've decided to spend the first half an hour uploading some sort of Hero Factory type stuff or Bionicle, and just started, so just figuring out where I'm going to put these, and I think they're going to go behind me into the blue unused containers that I've got at the moment. First thing I tried to add was this mask, and ends up being about £2.50's worth, which isn't bad, and belongs to a figure called something like Bricklink or something. You Bionicle fans will know more about this than me, but the set sells for about £90 used, so obviously a popular and maybe not that common a set. Now, it doesn't look like I have many of the other parts for it, so the mask does actually come in 3 sets, so it's not necessarily from that figure. But anyway, that's what I'm going to be doing for the first hour. They're always a bit weird, these sort of parts. They're, you know, more or less familiar to me. And of course, they're quite bulky, so it means they take up a reasonable amount of space as well, which can be a little bit of a pain when you've got your small Ricoh drawers, which is why I'm going to put them into the bigger blue drawers behind me, which have a larger, we've got one here, have a larger size to them, and you can just get a bit more in them. So anyway, that's the plan for this morning, at least the start of this morning. We will crack on and see what we get done. So I'm back at the container again, and I've just brought a few things back from the house. We've got this big flight case for some rack equipment, musical gear, etc., which came with the guitar effects that I bought last week, and that's just enormous. Now I've relisted that for sale, so hopefully that'll go at some point, but I've decided to just store it here for now, along with the various empty guitar boxes. So I need to decide what I'm going to take back with me, and one of the things that I'm probably going to take is some of these new sets here to be parted out, because, you know, I don't get that much new stuff in at the moment, and it would be good to get some more stuff into the store. Now, there is bulk stuff here and there to go into the store as well, in various bags and boxes. We've got boxes over here that is new bulk. Now, I'm not too sure whether there's much that's super interesting, but I think I'm going to take them back and just get them listed, and then they're done. Now, similarly, there's another bag under there of you know, all kinds of stuff, so I'm probably going to take them back and get them listed, and hope I can find something decent in there along the way as well. But it's amazing how when you've got bulk of a certain part that they seem to sell, even when they're 1x2 plates like this in a colour that you might not think is great. There are people like my
good customer Dan who will buy unusual colours in quantity. If you're just bulking out things, then it doesn't really matter what the colour is, does it? So yeah, I'm going to take them back for sure. Probably going to take some of the new sets back. As I said, I'm a bit wary of taking too much, that's the only thing, because I do struggle for space a lot. But I do need to get some of this stuff moving. And then I'm probably going to take a tub of used bulk, and I might just have a little look through and see which ones look more interesting than others, and yeah, just see what I can find, something I can work through a bit more. There's all kinds here, so it's going to be very, very random in terms of what I pick. And of course access is a problem, so it's a matter of what I can get to relatively easily as well. I'm going to have a chat with the company while I'm here as well, and see about downsizing, because they've put the prices up as of today, and I've got a lot of really unused space in here. We've got all of these which are pretty much empty and need to be gone. I'm just going to probably sort our shed out at home at the weekend and see if I want to use any of these, and then I'm going to get these listed, I think. I've also got some of the really useful drawers in the, I think these are the 7-litre sizes, and it might be that we use them at home, and then I can keep all of these to sell to another seller, hopefully. There's still a few drawers here with new parts in, but again, nothing super exciting that I'm in a huge rush to get to. So we'll just see where we get to, and I'll maybe show you when I get back what I've brought back, but it's going to be pretty much as I said. I think the new stuff here, the bulk new, and probably a tub of the used from over there. When I do come to sell these drawers as well, by the way, I do have a stack of trays that will be available for sale as well. These are the hobby trays, and these do actually fit inside of there, which is why I haven't offered them to anybody yet, because it may be that whoever takes the drawers would be happy to take them as well. So anyway, that's it for now. I'm going to wrap this up and get cracking. So here's a quick look at what we've brought back. As I said, you'll have seen these in the video from the container. So nothing super exciting. Lots of new parts in here that need to be added. Brought this back. I'm not 100% sure which set it is, because the boxes have been opened. I assume something's been taken out of there, but not sure what that is yet. But there's lots of sealed bags in there as well. This is the tub that I decided to bring back, and it looks a pretty boring tub on the face of things, which is exactly what I wanted it to be, because I noticed that there's lots of standard 2x bricks in here, and that's the kind of things that I'm really short of at the moment. So I'm really just looking for basic bricks and to get them added to the store. Now, unfortunately, there is a few rogue bricks in there that I can see right on the top, so we will have to weed through them. There's lots of mega blocks or whatever. Just brought a couple of other things that need sorting. They're new sets. Box isn't great on this, so not sure whether I'll try and sell it on eBay or not. I don't think it'd be worth much anyway. And then this is the other box of new. Funnily enough, I sold a load of these 2x6 pink plates recently, so those will replace what I had. Lots of blue cheese slopes, and other bits and pieces in there. So we'll get them listed. And the nice thing about these is they'll be easy listings, and then it will increase the inventory, you know, pretty significantly, really quickly. So I'm going to work through these this afternoon and get as much uploaded to the store as I can. Well, that one went quick, and that's taken about an hour to empty that. And I've ended up with, as a result of that, I don't know if you can see that, 9,000 parts as a result. Not that many lots, just 80 lots, and a lot of those, I've also got some of the Bionicle stuff in here. So the Bionicle is 57 lots of that. So in about 20 something lots, we've ended up with 9,000 or close to 9,000 parts, and not many new lots, if I'm honest. So it's going to add to the inventory, it's going to bulk up on certain items, but there wasn't a lot in there that I didn't already have some of. And I think if I look in the other box, the situation in a way gets possibly even worse. I'm not sure what colour these are, but these are all marked up as hinge plates, and it looks like there's 500 per bag. So there looks like a lot of the same part in here, and then we've got, you know, other parts that are doubled up. So again, there's not going to be many lots in here, and there's going to be a lot of bulk, and I'm not sure where I'm going to put all of that. So we'll see what we do with that. I'm going to go to the post office in a minute. Probably not going to do much else today. I'll probably start this used tub next week, and try and get as many of the basic bricks out and added to the store. I've just uploaded that last file for the week, which was just over 9,000 parts, and it's still leaving me a couple of thousand short of the 700,000 mark, which is where we were a little while ago. But we have hit the 13,000 lots again, which is nice, and we'll keep pushing those numbers next week, but I think that's going to do us for this week.